script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now Jackson on first down. Snead's got it. That's good for a Raven first down. 15 yards there. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll make it 3rd down. Jackson will throw again. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Roberts has it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go with Gurley on first down, but he goes nowhere. They bottled him up for a loss of a couple. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
Just adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Hold on. Check. Strip that ball. Recon, 132 fighter.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Watch the run. Shell.
On first down, it's Gurley. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now on second down, this is Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. Goff. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Woods, the intended receiver.
Okay, partner, let's mix things up a bit. This is something that's been a staple of morning television programs for a long time. Let's bring it to Madden. Some power rankings. Give me your top 5 through 7 weeks.
All right, I'll start with number 5, and that's the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson. He can throw it as well as run it, but his running, that's so exciting. Number 4, the Green Bay Packers. Looks like Aaron Rodgers and his head coach, Matt LaFleur. Looks like they're in sync, and the Packers are playing awfully well right now. Number 3, San Francisco. Their defense built to travel. They can play anywhere and take on anyone, and they run the ball on offense. Number 2, New Orleans. They've survived without Drew Brees. In fact, they flourished with Teddy Bridgewater, and their defense, vastly underrated, one of the top 3 in the league. And last but not least, shocker, New England. And I did think about putting New Orleans ahead of New England, but New England's defense is the best in the league, and Tom Brady on the other side, they still reign supreme.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Aaron Donald. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson buying time to his left. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 57-yard.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Uses the stiff arm. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. But that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods there to make the grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention for this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there, and it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Go, go. All day, defense, all day, all day.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's 3rd down. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Did they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd, and Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Aaron Donald in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson flushed out right, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. On 4th down, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Aaron Donald. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.